Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would love to review this wig for you, which is called Cher by Ellen Wille in the color Pastel Blonde Rooted. If you'd like to know how the color is composed, what special features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. Do you believe in love after love after love? Cher is the name of the style, and I think it's the same thing I was thinking when I first saw her, which is the real Cher, who has definitely been wearing wigs like this in the past, in the 90s, or all the time, since Cher is always wearing great wigs. And she loves the really stick straight styles with bangs. And so I think Ellen Wille had the same association or thought when she was thinking of a name for this style. So this is truly fitting, in my opinion. Now, the style reminded me of another Ellen Wille style I had shown before. I think, if I will remember, I will link her up here. And the style is called Code Mono by Ellen Wille. It's basically the same style, really stick straight, very low density, razor cut ends. And the only difference is that Code Mono has a lace front, whereas Cher has bangs. But other than that, I think they are really very similar and would be great sister styles. Now I'm able to show you this style courtesy of my new friend Carmen, who bought this wig. And she was kind enough to have it sent to me even before she receives it, so I can show it to you. I've seen the style before on pictures and also on my friend Silke, who was showing it on a live we did together featuring Ellen Wille wigs. And I was really curious how it would look on me. So Carmen, thank you ever so much for letting me review it before I send it on its way to you. I'm really grateful I get the chance to show her to everyone. Now, would I buy this style? I don't think so. I had the Code Mono, but then sold her since I'm just not into these really super low density styles. I'm beginning to love longer hair again, but I just prefer big hair and volume, or just, a good amount of hair. And I'm not really into these super low density styles like this one. I know they really look realistic because of the very low density, but I just prefer bigger hair. But nevertheless, I think Cher is a really cute style. Okay, now let me show you Cher from all sides, and after that, of course, also outside in natural daylight. So, how do you like her? Do you probably also have her, or are you considering buying her? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Now, Cher doesn't have any special features, just one tiny little bit of monofilament, which is a monofilament crown. It's about this big and is hand-tied, and it sits on top here at the crown. The rest is a basic cap with wefts, but I think it's still really cute and doesn't need all the bells and whistles. It's definitely well done, and I can also show you this from up close. I love the bangs. They are really very wispy and light and not too heavy. I really don't like these heavy bangs. I mean, even when you wear them above your eyebrows, you can still see them through, and these are the kind of bangs I love. On top, you probably can see that little piece of monofilament, so the crown looks very realistic. And that's about it when it comes to special features, but it also keeps the price point down. I don't really know how much the Cher is, but it's definitely not as expensive as the other styles that have a lace front and monofilament part or top. And we can talk about permatease. I have to say this style really has a very, very little amount of permatease. just in the nape, not much on the top, and just a tiny bit on the sides. I mean, I can feel the permatease everywhere, but it's really a very, very small amount. And so is the density. I mean, this really has a very low density, which is the part I don't really like about it. But if you love low density styles, this one is definitely for you. The fibers in this case are heat defined, which means you can use your heat tools to style them if you would like. You could add curls or waves to it. I mean, I could see this with beachy waves, not really curls, but you never know. It might also look good. You know, I love heat-defined fibers, and I think they have a lot of advantages. One of them is that it's not as shiny as regular synthetic. In the bright lights, especially those very bright colors, always look shinier than they are, but I'm going to show it to you outside also in a minute. And another advantage is that if the fibers start getting frizzy at the end and don't feel as good anymore, you can use your heat tools like a hot air brush or just one of those hot brushes or your straightener and treat the fibers so they will smooth out and feel like new again, which is something you can only do with the heat-defined fibers. So for me, that is definitely a plus. Now, when it comes to styling, like I said, you have quite some possibilities with the heat-defined fibers, or you can just wear her straight like this, or of course you can tuck her behind your ears. This is really very easy since it's such a low density. You can also wear the fibers just back, which I also love. I think this looks really cute. Or you can put them together in a ponytail, which is also a look I think I would definitely love. And since it's such low density, as you can see, it's really a very small ponytail. I think that would look really good. And if you take all the fibers together, it's just about like this, the amount of fibers that you have in a ponytail. I think I'd even prefer this look, you know, all to the back and in a ponytail. I think this really looks good on this style. Okay, now let's have a look at that beautiful color outside in natural daylight. So, how do you like the color? Isn't it just a gorgeous blonde? I love it. All right, now last but not least, let's have a look at the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. Here you can see she doesn't have a lace front, but she has that mono crown, which is quite big actually. So the crown area looks very realistic. Then she has felt covered ear tabs with the metal stays inside. The rest of the cap is open wefted. She has a standard nape, which is not extended, and adjustable straps with Velcro. So all in all, this is a well-made cap. Now the color is called Pastel Blonde Rooted, and in this case has the color code 22, 25, 26. I would say it's a really very creamy, very light blonde with a dark root, and it's definitely a warm tone. Now let's have a look at the color codes for a minute. The 22, which is probably the base color, is a champagne blonde, which is usually a little more ashy. Then the 25 and the 26 are both golden blondes. The 25 is a medium golden blonde and the 26 is just golden blonde. And I think you can see the different hues of blonde in the mix. And what they don't give us is the color of the root and the highlight color. I have no idea about the root color. It's definitely a darker brown, could be a 10 or a 12. I also don't know what highlight color they use, but it's definitely a platinum blonde. And it could be the 101 or the 102. Both are the lightest platinum blondes. I think they used the 102 on this style, which is called Pearl Platinum Blonde, and it's a creamier shade than the 101. So all in all, this is, I think, the lightest color that this style comes in. So I definitely love Pastel Blonde Rooted. Okay, that was my review of Cher. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos, and there is a new one coming out each Friday. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well. Stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. And the only difference is that the comb mono has a lace front. Oops. Okay, now let me show you this Rooted. And in this case has the color code 25. No. And in this, if you have any comments, please put them in the comments below. So if you like Cher, you might also like this style here, or maybe also this one here, or you just check them out both.